everybody, it's Agent, and I decided to go on a shopping trip today, and I found myself a Power of the Primes Jazz. So, begin off, here is the packaging. It says Power of the Primes, got him in his vehicle mode, and up top we have the artwork, and if we flip it around, we have the little info thing, which in this case I think they really cheaped out from the Titans Returns. Even had a little bit more than this, because all this says is, how will the improvisational Autobot special ops agent wield the power of the Primes? And then it's in a couple different languages. I mean, it needs a little bit more. But anyways, beyond that, we got a picture of him in his car mode, the Prime Armor, a little bit about the Prime Masters, Power Cores. I don't know which one it is, but I like Power Cores because, you know, it just sounds nicer, better. But anyways, he transforms in 18 steps, and that is the packaging. We also have a card right there, and it's a very nice card. It's just cardboard. You got that nice picture on the front, and on the back it says Liege Maximo, the universe's smoothest talker, and then that's in a couple different language. I think that these change depending on which symbol they have up here, so I don't think every card is exactly the same. But other than that, let's move on to Jazz. So there he is, and he is a white car. I mean, he is really white. I'm going to be holding him at weird angles so that you guys can actually see the lines that are molded in and some of the detail, because with the white it's kind of hard with my lighting. But you know, he's got this nice cockpit rounded, and he's got a couple of 5mm peg holes. He's got a nice painted top there. This is painted there. We have some painted on detailing right here and on the bottom, and there's the back end, just plain white. Maybe if they threw some paint on there in those spots just to kind of make it look more like tail lights, that would have been nice. You also have some engine detail up top here, and I really like these headlights. And I got Mad Dog upstairs, Mad Dog. And then you got a little bit of the grill. And being a car, he obviously rolls. Mine doesn't roll that much or that well. If you notice, when he was rolling, this wheel did not move at all. It is very tight. This wheel spins quite freely, and if we move on to the other side, this one is okay, and this one is pretty tight. So he doesn't really roll for me. Another thing I've noticed is there's a couple of these little pegs. There you go. Now you can see them. And of course, the Prime Masters are pretty much Titan Masters without a face. So these guys will peg on right on there. And same with here. He pegs on these 4 different locations. And yeah, we get the point, right? We get the point. He pegs on, he doesn't fall off. You cannot put him in there, unfortunately, though, so no drivers. But anywho, he also comes with his Prime Armor, which this comes out and can be used as a gun. It is clear plastic on here, and this is kind of where the Prime Master will go, or the Power Master, Power Core. Just in reference, here is a Titan Master. It fits in there just nice. Now those are obviously going to have designs on them, so it's not going to be a face in the middle of whatever this is. So I'll take that out of there and plug this back in. Now this guy can also either be an arm or a leg on a combiner, so that's what this is also. You reach down here and you can flip out the fingers, and depending on if you want a right hand or left hand, you just pull that out, and you just put the thumb up that you want to use, or you can pull that out, and there, now it's strictly right. So or yeah. So yeah, so that's that. Now that can be put on him, right on this middle peg, and slide it in, and there you have it. Now I think they have it so these are pointed up. I don't think it matters. It's all however you want to do it, but yeah, it basically just looks like a big huge gun on top of there. If you flip it around like this and point it down so it's angled, see how it's angled? It really, maybe, I don't know. Not a fan of that, but it's gonna be a hand. For me, that's a hand. And then he also comes with his gun, which is mountable in the same location, or right here, or right here, or if you want to be weird, right there. That's where the hand would go, okay? Or the foot. Foot comes with the actual other guy, so these don't turn into that, so that's a bonus. All right, so moving right along, let's adjust this down a little bit more, and let's get him transformed. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to untab his arms from that peg, which plugs in there, and flip those out like so. Next step we're going to do is we're just going to pull up on this and pull that forward, just like so. And then we're going to take this and we are going to, we're going to turn it down like so. We're going to take the painted piece, move it up, turn that in, push it through, push up his head, and then right here you can see we got a couple of tab spots, and on the inside of here you have some clear plastic tabs. Now those peg right in to the top like so, and then you can move his arm around, move his other arm around, and there we have him. Okay, just a shorter version of him. Anywho, what you can do from there is you just separate the legs a little, and you know what I did? You gotta leave that up. Leave that up, because you gotta be able to open that up and move it out, and then you can push the foot out from right there, and it clicks, and then you can close that up. Same thing on this side. Go from the outside, split her open, move her out, push the toes, close it up, just like so. And there you go. There is Jazz. Now I think he looks really good. I really like it. I think it's a good representation of the G1 Jazz in this mode. It's not exactly it, but it's good enough for me. So there you go. There's his back. It's got kibble, but what are you gonna do? He's going to. Articulation wise, you can rotate his head around like so, and his arms do a 360, and they also go up and down like that. You also get an elbow bend right there, and since that is just a ball joint, you can turn it with that. There's no actual upper arm rotation. Now the hands are interesting. Now they don't move, they don't do anything, but if you look, get the light out of there a little bit. If you look in there, it's a mushroom peg. So they do go left and right just a little bit because it's a mushroom peg, but because of this, they really don't do much else. Maybe they were thinking of designing something in the ways of moving that, but right now, it's static, they don't move. Anywho's, moving on. He's got great forward, that's as far as it goes. That's as far as it goes back. Now if we move this out a little bit, you can get all the way. Okay, close that back up. And then he also has a knee bend about 90, and an upper leg rotation. But he is very stable. I haven't had him fall over yet, and I've been playing with him pretty much all day. As for his accessories, here we've got his gun again. That can just plug into his hand, like right there. And then we have our prime armor. So this you can actually attach to his chest. If you look on the back here, there's a tab. There's 2 tabs, tab there, and what you can do is bring those in just a little bit, like so. And if you look right here, you can see a hole, and right there you can see a hole. And you just put your armor tabs in those holes, give it a little push, and there's his prime armor. I don't know what to say about it, but you know, if he could have a baby, it looks like a little Cybertronian baby carrier that you can carry on the front. I don't know. And you can take that out and put a Power Master in, and now he's got 2 faces, and of course I'm sitting on there. Now he's got 2 heads. What's the saying? 2 heads are better than 1, but in this case, I don't think so. Looks good like this. What you can do other than that, and I'm moving things around down here. I'm putting that clear piece back in. Another thing you can do with this is there is a peg, and you can pull that out, flip it that way, and on the side of his arm, he's got a hole for the peg, and now he's got like a shield with it, which, you know, that's not half bad. And you know, like I said, he's very sturdy, except right there. I put too much on the front, but yeah, as you can see, he's pretty sturdy, and that arm is, you know, that thing is pretty heavy. Yeah. Anywho, you can take that off if you want, and you can also plug it in back in its original position just to kind of get it out of the way. There you go. So yeah, there you go. Power of the Primes, Jazz. He's a great figure. I got him at Target. The thing with it though is you have to know the DPCI code, which I found online, and ask for them to look that up. That's the only way I was able to get that. Oh, you know what? I forgot. He's got waist rotation because he can be either an arm or a leg. So there is waist rotation as well. But back to talking. The Target, you have to ask for it through the DPCI code. It's the only way you're going to get it. You can ask them, hey, can you go in back and see if they have these? And they're just going to walk back there and walk back out, because I had them do it to me once. But there he is. If you liked what you saw, please click the like. It goes a long way, helps my videos get out there and lets more people see them. Also, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click that bell so that you get notified whenever I have a new video come up. I did end up getting the other 3 of the Power of the Prime figures, so I will be going over those in the next day or 2, and we will get those videos online as well. So, until next time.